Melissa.
And today we're going to do our August 2021 monthly pickup video.
Ooh, we have two things this month.
We have two things. It's, again, all of 2021 has been kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
But we do have two things, and then we're going to spill into a historic pickup video for a especially historic month.
And that is way better.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so what did we get in August?
All right, so we got Bravely Default 2 on the Switch.
It was on sale.
Yep.
It was on Amazon on sale. I realized I didn't have it, and I'm like, I'll buy this. We have Bravely Default for the 3DS.
Because we don't have enough RPGs to play.
Yeah, we love them. You love Octopath, so we have Bravely Default for the 3DS. Then they made Bravely Second, which I think is also on the 3DS, and then they made Bravely Default 2 for the Switch. So I haven't played any of them. I have no idea how these games relate. They're just trying to confuse. It's Square. It's Square. It says it right here. Yeah. Square Enix. They don't know. The way they name stuff's crazy. So, I think, it was cheap.
I thought I remember something with Bravely Default where like the combat or something, or like you have to make decisions, and that's how you're based on your decisions, your gameplay changes, and I don't like that. So I don't know if I am gonna like it. So yeah. I really like Octopath Traveler because it tells me what to do.
It does.
And I'm like, I'll do it.
And I think our friend Jeremy also bought this. So that was good enough for me. All right. Got Bravely Default. And then since I was on Amazon, I decided, what the heck, I can't just order one game. I will order a book. I had been reading Howard Scott Warshaw's book about being at Atari, and I think he mentioned this book. A friend of ours, Round 2 Gaming, I think had mentioned this book recently. It is called Racing the Beam, the Atari Video Computer System. I keep hearing about this book, so I decided to do something about it and put it in my cart and buy it. And now I will hear about this book knowing that I have it in my house, but I still haven't read it. No, I'm going to try to put this... it'll
become your winter read, I bet.
Why not?
Your December read.
Sure. So, Racing the Beam, the Atari Video Computer System. Sounds great. So, that's it for August.
That's it.
But I can tell you right now that we do have some good stuff coming in September. So September will be a little bit better.
Yes.
But until then, we've got an excellent historic pickup video. Historical pickup video. And we're going to go into that right now. Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we are doing another historic pickup video.
Ooh, and where are we going this time, Eric?
This time we are going back all the way to August of 2000.
Wow, that's like 2 decades ago.
It is 2 decades ago, that's true. Any of the games I bought here, anybody born in that month, they're now 21. Wow. They're of drinking age.
They're of drinking age. So,
yeah, these are all 20. These games have been in the collection for a while.
Yes.
All right. We've got a good selection of games here.
Okay.
And you can kind of see where I was focusing. A couple of used, a lot of new. As always, we'll do the prices paid and inflation and current market. And we are going to start with one of the used games I bought. I was buying a few things on eBay. This is one of them, Forgotten Worlds. It is a game that I rented back in 91 or 90. I rented a Genesis from Blockbuster Video with a buddy of mine, and we rented this game. And I really liked it. And in August of 2000, I decided it was time to add it to the collection. I paid at the time, again, eBay, $11.49.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Inflation adjusted, that's $18.15. And current market value, $47.70. Wow.
What?
Yeah. And actually, the copy I got had a sun-faded spine. I hate that.
Yes.
So I upgraded it at PRGE in 2017. I paid $20 to get an upgrade. But I'm counting this as the original collection date, August of 2000, Forgotten Worlds. Love this game.
Now, did you sell the other?
Yeah. I don't have that information. Maybe I'll put it up. Hopefully I made some of my money back. But at $11.49,
yeah, probably not.
probably made
That's
some.
okay.
No, probably I did at $11.49. Yeah. All right. All right. Another. Oh, this one I got on eBay, but it was new.
Ooh.
It is Sylphid. I had heard about this game on PC back in high school. Wow. And I think I had recently gotten my Sega CD, and I'm like, oh, Selfie, I should get that. And it was new. And I think I bought some other games with it that have now since been sold off. This is the one I wanted.
Okay.
Bought this new for $4.95.
Oh, that's a really good
Sega, price. Yeah. So that guy was dumping some stuff. I'll put the other games, if I did buy any, what the other ones were.
That guy's regretting selling 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe. It's $4.95, inflation adjusted at $7.82. Current market price, I've opened it, so this is the current market price for a complete but not new copy, $32.65.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's gone up maybe 6 times what I paid for it, which I guess is pretty good percentage-wise, but a $32 game is nothing to worry too much about, I don't think. All right. Moving on with Sega.
Next one's a good one.
It was August of 2000, and I was buying Dreamcast games. Although apparently only one. I had heard so many good things about this game. I didn't have much interest in it, but I decided it's time to buy this. You know, this is going to be a classic, essential Dreamcast game. I think that's true. I paid retail. It was $29.99. Inflation adjusted, that's $47.38. And it's currently worth $24.74. So it's not even worth what I paid for it in $2,000, year $2,000. But still glad to have Crazy Taxi in the
but we played that.
Yeah, we play it all the time. So. Yeah. It usually makes an appearance when the Dreamcast is out.
That's true.
All right, and then the final, I guess outside of these, the final. This is a used game. This is a big one. Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo. This is, I think, it's got the box. It's got the manual. It's got the cartridge. It's got a map. I don't know if it's supposed to have 2 maps, but I think it's mostly complete. But glad to have bought this bad boy. I paid, $131.55 in year 2000 money.
Wow.
So even back then, this was a pricey game to get complete. Inflation adjusted, that's $207. Current market value, $229. So I didn't do too bad.
Did you though? Did you know?
All right. So why? Why are you asking?
Because this is your second copy.
Yeah.
And your first copy was paid for and never received.
Never received. I did a backdoor eBay deal. I thought was a legitimate eBay deal. It turns out they didn't support my claim at all because...
This was like early days.
Early eBay. I thought there was a policy where if the first bidder is rejected, you could offer to the second bidder. Apparently, I got scammed, or it really was a legitimate thing and it never arrived. I never got the original copy I paid for. Yeah. So technically, I think I paid about $80 more for this, which would definitely put me over. It's up until James Buster Douglas, this was the most expensive game because I had bought it twice and only got 1 copy.
Yeah.
But that unpleasant experience aside, really glad to have this in the collection. And of course, I think nowadays it's a desirable one to have, right?
For sure.
Box, manual, cartridge. I've played it. I think I actually played on this cartridge too. Yeah. So did I say what that one was? $229. All right. Yeah. And then in the year 2000, I was buying a lot of PlayStation games. Yes.
These are all new?
These were all new. All bought it new at retail.
Okay.
And we're just going to go through them in alphabetical order.
All right.
We are starting with... This is a good month for PlayStation.
Crisscross?
Chrono Cross. That was a joke. Yeah. Sequel to Chrono Trigger. I remember putting this game in and watching the introductory scene over and over and over again. I don't know if I even had Chrono Trigger at the time. I know, I had been buying Super Nintendo RPGs. I can't remember if I had Chrono Trigger, but I wasn't prepared to play this. I don't remember when I did, but I did eventually play this. I have no memory, very little memory of this game. It was so confusing. But I have played it. I paid $39.99 for it. Inflation adjusted, that's $63.18, and it is currently worth, no, this can't be true, $22.49.
Oh.
Well, they might have come out with a greatest hits version or something.
Yeah, so that one's not worth much anymore.
So, I don't know. Still glad to have it in the collection. We're doing this because it makes the video more interesting. I'm not. These aren't investments for me. These are just games in my collection.
We know that.
All right. All right. She's upset because I don't sell some of the pricier ones, which we'll talk about. Next, we go all the way from the letter C to the letter R. R4 Ridge Racer Type 4. I was a fan of the Ridge Racer game. Some of the sequels, which I didn't get till later. I had Ridge Racer. I had played Rage Racer. I forget what the other one was. And then I heard such good things about this one that I just went ahead and bought it new. It is... Oh, I got a good price for this. $19.99. I don't know why it was that cheap. It must have been on sale. $31.58 inflation adjusted, and currently worth $33.22. So I guess it's kept its value. This one's nice. It's a 2-disc. It actually comes with, I think, an enhanced version of the original Ridge Racer. I can't remember what the deal is. It either runs at a higher frame rate or something, but they used the new engine to redo the original Ridge Racer game, which was another selling factor. So I now have, I wish I could remember all of them. I have Ridge Racer, I have Rage Racer, I have Ridge Racer 4. I think there's one more for the PlayStation. It might be Ridge Racer 2. In any case, I think I got all 4 of them. All right, moving on. Ooh, this is one of my favorites.
It's got a pretty cover.
This is one that my brother bought. He went out one day when we were in college. Mm-hmm. We had been playing Genesis. This was in like 1997 or 1998. We had just gotten a Genesis for the first time. And he decided, I want to get a PlayStation. And one of the very first games he bought was Raystorm. And years later, when I got my PlayStation, I said, I should get Raystorm. I really like this shooter. It was a really cool game. Bought Raystorm, $20. Inflation adjusted, $31.58. And current market value, not selling this one, $107.50. But I remember when I saw this in a store, I'm like, I should just get this. And I have since bought Ray Crisis at a expo. But I do enjoy these shoot 'em ups, and this has a little bit of a nostalgic tinge for me because my brother had it when he got his first PlayStation, which was my first experience with the PlayStation. Okay, and then
is that when your brother bought the PlayStation? Is that where he went in the store and he said, "Give me all these games," and then he said, "Oh, you know what? You better give me a PlayStation 2."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he said, "Give me that game and that game and that game," and oh, I'm gonna need a PlayStation also. And there were two little kids there. They were maybe 10 or something, and they were like looking and putting their money together to see what they could buy. And one of them, when my brother said that, they're like, "Whoa!" So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, Raystorm was one of the games he bought. I don't know if it was the first day or not, but it was one of the ones he bought. All right, I was late to the party on this one, but I decided in 2000 that it was time for me to get Resident Evil. And at the time, this is what they had. I don't like the greatest hits, but this is what was available. Greatest hits, Resident Evil, Director's Cut, DualShock. There's like 3 or 4 versions of this thing on the PlayStation. I think this was the last one. $17.99. So I don't know if I had it 10% off or what, because it was normally $20. Yeah. Market inflation adjusted, that's $28.42. Current market price, $28.47. So these are kind of holding their values in terms of inflation. I'm not making any riches investing in PlayStation games.
You played this one, right?
I've played that one. Yeah, I played it twice. I played it through with both characters, whose names I don't recall, which is embarrassing. No. Sure. Jill and Chris. Yeah. Jill, the Master of Unlocking. And at the same time, on the same date, I went ahead and got Resident Evil 2. Also greatest hits, this one was $30. Inflation adjusted, that's $47.38. And it is worth $41.20. So, not doing so good. These I have also played through. The 2 different campaigns came on 2 different discs. We've got Leon and Claire. And I've played through both of these.
This was the wrong game. I knew there was a Claire.
Yeah. And it turns out I never got Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation. I went straight for the Dreamcast, because figuring, hey, it's Dreamcast. Yeah. I wish I had gotten it on the PlayStation. But I've played Resident Evil 3 on the Dreamcast. So.
Well, you could always look for it at an expo.
Oh.
Could be one of your expo gifts.
Oh, yeah. I got to stop buying duplicates. Okay, and also in August of 2000, I decided it was finally time to jump on the Tekken train. I think in hindsight, most people say Tekken 2 is the better game, but this is what was available at retail, and I was interested in buying new games at the time. I did eventually get Tekken 2, but here's Tekken 3. Bought for $20. That's $31.58 inflation adjusted. Current market price $17.74. That's probably for the greatest hits version. I don't know. I tried to be conscientious or careful about picking the greatest hits.
Yeah.
If price charting had them. I might have played this for 5 minutes. I have Tekken 2 now. I couldn't get into it. I have Soul Blade. Yeah. Soul Edge. I forget what the PlayStation version is. That I really enjoyed playing. And then I got Soul Calibur for the Dreamcast, and that was the end of any other fighting games for me. All right, and we're saving almost the best for last. The last PlayStation game I bought in August of 2000 was Xenogears. Really glad to have this one. Paid $40 for it, which was, I think that was regular. A little high. It might have been regular, but it was like, this game was kind of, I think it was several years old at the time. But when I saw it, I'm like, you know what, I should grab this. Really glad I did, of course. $40, inflation adjusted, that's $63.18. Current market price, $109.60. And I started playing this once, maybe for an hour. I'd really like to play this. And I will tell you, people will say, this doesn't matter, you don't need to do that. I am not playing Xeno Saga until I play Xenogears. And I am not. I probably will play. That's it. I don't know how they're related. I thought that they were related. But I'd really like to play this before I die. I'll leave it that way. I'd really like to play this. Okay, that got weird. But I'd like to play it before I play Xeno Saga. All right, so that is it. That is August of 2000, I think. Some really nice PlayStation pickups, some good used pickups. I think most of these PlayStation pickups we got from one of my favorite stores at that time, which is Game Crazy, attached to Hollywood Video. I used to go there once a week. Let's see. I got August 1st, August 12th, August 15th, August 23rd, August 30th. So, yeah, I was probably at that Game Crazy once a week. I used to go on Thursday nights.
I was going to say, how many of these are Thursdays?
Yeah, I should look it up.
I bet, look how the 23rd and the 30th,
23rd
those are
and the 30th,
a week apart.
Yeah. So, I used to go there on Thursdays because games used to be released on Tuesdays, and I found and discovered that my Game Crazy would often get the new releases on Thursday. I'd go out, I'd get some Taco Bell. I'd go to Target, I'd go to Taco Bell, I'd go to Game Crazy. I called it the Triple Tour Thursday.
That's right.
And I would get my video games at Target or Game Crazy and then celebrate with some delicious Taco Bell. All right, so that was August. That was a year and a month or so before we got married. I was living alone, buying video games. Okay.
That's right.
So.
What a great month.
What a great month. Indeed.
All right. If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.